Spring is here now, bursting forth with new life. As the light grows and the earth blooms out, the trials from winter feel like a different life. So, after being shut away in recovery mode for the past several weeks, I was eager to take an adventure to the forest. I frequent this area, coming here when I need inspiration for writing, painting, or even simply to daydream for a little while. Today, as I observed the trees, I thought of the Greek myth of Orpheus and Eurydice. If you watch the film Hamlet, you may understand in a moment why I bring this up. Eurydice was a dryad, a tree nymph, who dies from a snake bite on her wedding day. Orpheus descends to the underworld, intending on finding his lost love, so enchanting Hades with his music that he's granted permission to bring Eurydice back to the world of the living, on one condition. She must follow behind him, and he must not look back. The tragic ending is this. Driven mad by longing, he turns back to view his beloved Eurydice, but in this her fate is sealed. She is lost to him forever. If you're familiar with this myth, you may understand why I bring it up now. As I made my way through this forest, I discovered that many of the trees on the path have been felled. Since this day, I've learned that this beautiful nature path is going to be paved over. I found it ironic that this project is underway right at the beginning of spring. As life begins, it's also ending, and that's the way in life, I know, but it reminded me of Eurydice. The fragility of life, the power of doubt, the act of looking back and lingering on sadness, rather than forging a path forward, is something we all experience as human beings. So, naturally, when I saw the stumps of many trees jagged and bare, it broke my heart, and, admittedly, I was about to turn tail, go back home, and be irritable for the rest of the day. But then I remembered that even though many things are out of my control, I can choose how to react. I chose to stay on the path, venturing further into the woods. This trail encircles a crystal blue lake, and crossing the dam, I came to the eastern side of the forest. This area thankfully remains untouched for now. On this side, I discovered a few spring ephemerals that I've never noticed before. These are some of the first true flowers of spring, blooming and fading away completely before the trees leaf out. Similar to the myth, this felt ironically poetic, but then the word ephemeral literally means lasting for a short time. Things don't always last, but look at the stunning intricacy of the current moment, what you can see and touch with your own hands. My heart felt lighter after meeting these flowers, visiting the red buds and strolling under a canopy of trees that are just on the cusp of their own new beginnings. I suppose my point in all of this is to encourage you to celebrate life as it comes, day by day. To be stuck in the past, always looking over your shoulder, is robbing you of joy. Understand that an endless spring of happy days is impossible for any of us to achieve, but if we can find meaning in our days, even within the bad, a pile of felled trees, or in the good, a walk through the forest, the delicate nod of a flower, then that is enough for now, I think. So, I know it's a little strange how infatuated I am with this tree, but then again, if you are here watching this channel regularly, it will not be strange at all. I think we are all a little mystified by the hollow tree. So I wanted to sit here and just have my weekly chat with you guys since I haven't been here in so long, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the hollow tree and my theory of why it is so magnetic to us. I walked this way actually because the other side of the trail is closed for construction, and I wondered what on earth could they be constructing? It's a nature trail, and I was really heartbroken to see so many of my beautiful trees that have been felled. And it seemed a little excessive to me, because I understand that fallen limbs during storms are very dangerous, and if you're biking through here or running, it's just a hazard. However, so many trees were cut down, and it was upsetting to see that, and even my beautiful wisteria wood is blocked off, and I don't know if I'll be able to film there this year. I'll be perfectly honest with you, when I saw this, I was tempted to turn around and just go home and be grumpy for the rest of the day. I was writing in my journal this morning about a very similar instance. I had no idea that I would come here and find all of those fallen trees, but I wrote about how I can make the choice in my perspective and how I see things. Because certainly we can't control the world around us, but we can control our actions and our thoughts. Which is why I decided to come this way and revisit this beautiful hollow tree, which may or may not be here one day. And it's important, instead of focusing on one day, to focus on today, right now. Because one day a storm could take this tree down. It is so hollow, it's split up the middle, and it's very old. So it may not always be here. And it's funny, as I was on my way up here, I was so lost in thought about the fallen trees, or the cut trees, that I almost missed these beautiful white flowers that were growing up on a creekside. But I was able to stop and visit with them, and I realized if I hadn't turned around and taken the detour, I wouldn't have noticed those. And I almost missed them. Same with the wild ginger that's growing. I was here several months ago with a friend, and she noticed the wild ginger, and here in a week or so, they're actually going to bloom. Wild ginger, I don't know much about it other than the blooms look very interesting. I'm definitely going to observe it in my nature notes. But my point is, I would have missed all of this if I had went home. I think it is very easy to fall into the trap of victimhood and to lose our autonomy in life. But it harkens back to what I have recently done, where I made the choice of leaving my job. It is very difficult to make the choice of leaving something known and comfortable. I'm not great with change. I'm a very fixed person and I like my routines. But in this case, when the injury came along, I gave myself some choices. I knew that I could have continued to work there after I healed, but I realized that something worse would come along because I was simply not meant to. And sometimes there's a little bit of divine intervention that comes in if you believe in that sort of thing, and I decided, instead of letting life happen to me, I was going to create that life for myself. And it's still a work in progress, it always is for any of us, but I hope that it can be inspiring to know that we can make choices, and certainly so many things are outside of our control, but we can control small everyday things that we do, even if it's just taking a detour on a hiking path to visit our favorite tree. I recently watched the movie Hamnet, and one of the main characters, Agnes, is often seen working out in the forest next to one of her favorite trees with these beautiful gnarled roots. And I noticed, especially after she gives birth to her child, the camera lingers on a cave nearby, and I wondered why, what was the significance of the cave. But if you look back at certain myths, caves and hollow trees, they sort of symbolize the womb, the creative womb, if you will, but that aspect of mothering, creating, and the mystic cauldron. And I think in a way that's why I'm so drawn to places like this. All of us. Not only did caves and things like this represent shelter in the old days, but I think it still strikes that chord within us. We feel safe, we feel drawn to places like this, and I do believe truly in the spirits of nature, fairies if you will, and I think that certain places like this sing. I hope that you're still with me, but I feel so inspired in places like this, and it's very important for your creativity, even if you're not photographing it or doing any drawings, just to sit in places like this that have that magic. in your spot, baby? Sorry. I think that's probably my cue to go. I don't know if you can hear, but there's a very irritated squirrel right above me, and I think I might have taken his little abode because this does look like a very squirrel home. So I just wanted to check in and have this chat with you guys. As always, it's a little rambly, but it's important to share our thoughts, I think, in a safe place. Take care, you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Lord.